Hello.
Tyler, hey man, it's Landon.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, sir. How are you?
Oh, not too bad. Just got back to the house. Sorry I missed your call.
No, no problem at all. Thanks for answering. You have a couple minutes for us here?
Yeah.
Cool. So we got your offer. I wanted to make an effort to chat with you before we actually go present this because the folks that are selling this, they're real estate people. They're no spring chickens, so they're going to have questions for me. They're going to want to know that we talked. We vetted you guys out.
Yep.
You're with Tefke and all those guys, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I can at least vouch there where I need to. But give me a rundown of the way that you guys are looking at this deal, where your numbers are coming in and why, how you guys are going to structure the purchase. Just give me the full picture from you guys' end on this deal so I can go sell them on why they should take your offer.
On this one, kind of my play, what it would be is, it'd be a cash deal most likely, unless we could do a seller finance. I would just raise the capital. So I would raise it from my investors. Probably typically what that looks like for me is I give them like a 70-30 split. And then I bring on property management. Hopefully it's already in place and good, but typically it's not. And yeah, my play is basically get into these with none of my own capital, then take them over.
Okay. So the idea is raise the money, get the property purchased, create the value, refi out, get bank debt?
Yeah.
And then own it free and clear? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, and this one's kind of honestly small. Like it's not typically what I look for, but obviously if we can do a deal, and it's right there on the lake. So I would, on this one, it'd be a lot more appealing to me if there was a lot more room to add. But I don't think there's any room to add on this one, is there?
No, your value add is not going to be in terms of adding more spaces. It's just going to be in operations because this is a first time RV park owner. They live in Houston. They're not local. They remote manage everything. They really don't know what they're doing. I think that's probably pretty clear just looking at the way that the park is run. So you guys and your level of sophistication, y'all can come in and do a lot better in a much shorter amount of time. I mean, these guys didn't even have P&Ls, right? Like that.
Oh, yeah.
That should tell you everything that you need to know. They got their bank statements, so we know what they're spending and making. But it's not going to be hard for you guys to reposition this. At least I don't think. It is a small park. It's not going to be anything that you guys retire off of. But I do think that the risk is low. I think that this deal should be priced in the mid sixes, or at least it should trade in the mid sixes.
Yeah.
I would anticipate she's going to come back and ask me where we should counter. I'm obviously going to go back and say, yeah, I think we should counter in some way, whether it's on price or terms.
Mm-hmm.
You guys came in at 615. Did you write at 615 anticipating that conversation, or are you telling me that this is your best and final?
There's a little bit of wiggle room there. Obviously, I'd like to have it there, but I'm always open to negotiating and figuring out the best way to, create win-win scenarios. So,
yeah,
and that's why I like the seller. That's why I like seller financing a lot, is because you can really, it's so much more flexible and you can create them, win-wins a lot easier.
Yeah, I agree wholeheartedly. Their motivation on this one is they need the cash because they want to go buy a business. So their motivation is strong. They've got their future goal. I don't think that let's just say 650 versus 615 is going to, it's going to dictate whether or not they can accomplish their goal. So 615,000 to them is better than nothing because they want to go do another business. It's going to make them more money. Just again, speaking candidly here.
Yeah.
But I don't know where they're going to respond. So anyway, I think you've given me enough intel there. My motivation is to get a deal done. I'm not.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah, same here. That's what I look at a million of these deals, as I'm sure you do, a day, and hardly any of them I ever really get to, the part where I feel comfortable that we're going to do a deal. It's more just building relationships and stuff. But this one, if they're willing to work, I'm close there. So And this 65,000, that is the actual NOI.
So we got that NOI off of the T6, and they more recently sent over their full 2023 numbers, which I think we talked about briefly.
Yeah.
And then they're working on their 2024 numbers. We put together something based on the bank statements that we thought was accurate, and then we just had some misalignment with them, and so they're trying to work on their own numbers to clean them up for us.
Yeah, it blows my mind that it blows my mind they don't have like ideas of their numbers, you know, like that's not good for them.
No, I told them day one, I said, that's going to hurt you guys. Like, we'll help you build a P&L, but if you can't, like, if you're not giving us banks, like, if you're not giving us tax returns, because it's all personal, if we don't have a P&L, like, we're having to build it from the ground up with your P&Ls, which is not going to, or with your bank statements, which is not going to help you. And they said, yeah, we get that. We still want to sell.
Yeah.
So
how long have they had this?
When did they buy it? Where is it? 4 years plus or minus. I can give you an exact date.
Yeah, no, I don't need an exact. That just blows my mind that they go that long. And really, I mean, how do they know they're profitable? Or do they don't know?
Yeah, that's a good question, right?
Yeah.
They just don't know what they're doing, candidly. Like when I was talking to them about diligence, I said, hey, I'm going to have people sign NDAs so that they can look at these bank statements. They said, we don't want that. I said, why not? You would never buy a property without being able to look at the financials, right? Like you're in real estate, you know this. And they said, well, this is run through our personal bank account, and we don't want people to see our personal expenses.
That blows my mind too, that they're putting a 36 RV park in their name with, you know, attached to their personal homes and stuff. Like that kind of blows my mind too.
Exactly. It's horrible from a liability perspective. It's commingling. Like they shouldn't do that. But that just gives you a sense of how they're running the show and why I think it's kind of a no-brainer.
Yeah.
That this deal can be improved upon. Like I think that this could be, I don't know what your model is, I'd love to, but I think this could be a pretty easy 12-month turnaround.
Yeah.
Move it off your books, or like what you said, own it free and clear in a short amount of time.
Yeah, that's what I mean. On this one, it looks like, you know, preferably, yeah, come in, just update a little bit. I don't know. I'd have to really, obviously, walk it and do some due diligence, but that right there, I think we can add a lot of value. And let me see their expenses. Any deals you guys get that is open to seller financing, that whether it's, I'll kind of give you an overview here of what all we're looking for. Typically, these RV parks and mobile home parks, I want them to be like really 50 or 100 spots. But seller finance, I'll do anything. And then same thing with retail strips, light industrial, and larger apartments. And that's pretty much in, I mean, you know, the whole, I guess, southern part of the states and eastern.
All right, let me go talk to them right now. I can have an answer for you by the end of the day in some form.
Yep, perfect. Sounds good. I appreciate the call, guys.